everyone. Good afternoon. It's a little bit of a cloudy day, but we did get our hands on heated grips. So that's what that is. They are similar to the MT-09 or the XSR 900 GP. They're non-GP one, and then R9 and MT-09. All of them take the same one. It is a genuine Yamaha part. Just cost somewhere about $260 something. I got it about 15% off. Got lucky there. This is the throttle side. The throttle side is the one 82960, and the clutch side ending in 82963. The clip which goes into it. So there are parts which are common, and then there are parts which are not. So we're gonna try to give it a go. It does come with zip ties, and this is specific to R9 because this goes right above the I believe the air box, the front portion of it. I'll get to that in a minute. There, a few zip ties, some a rubber band. What?
Alright, I got Adam.
Okay, sounds good. Can you please stop dropping it? So started a little bit already. This wick came off easier than I expected. It was pretty stuck to it. What I did was I used a prying tool. This is what you use for fasteners and stuff. So I used the same thing to use it, but I did go in, pry it in. There's more glue at the front of it than throughout, just to hold it in place. Number 5 for this. I didn't have to use the breaker bar, just used these guys. They got a little bit better grip and it doesn't slip. So I used this to hold, and then broke the seal, and then type it. There is a Loctite in there, a little bit glue in there as well. So just make sure you put a little bit Loctite back at the end. So yeah, this came off a lot easier. No concerns, no problems, and now I'm getting to the part where I have to work with this. This is where we'll go. It does give you instructions to remove a few things in order for it to go in. Most of them are coming off from the front, and there's a thing which goes at the bottom somewhere, which we'll get to in a second. Okay, for this side it was a little bit use of an IQ more so than anything else. It was more stuck on than anything else. I did again used not a breaker bar, but just a regular wrench. M5 I believe is what I used for this one, to open. Once it got open, I used a prying tool. For this one I did have to use this thicker end to get in and start lifting it. I was able to go in from this side, push it in, try to fold it up because there was glue right at the end of it, so that kind of broke it free. And then I use the this side to go in, try to lift it all the way up, and then I try to do this to pull it out, but that didn't work. So I did have to use WD-40, the one with the nozzle. This kind of goes in, the plastic's a little bit more stable and stronger, so it was able to I was able to snake it in all the way up till here, spray it all around, take it out, push it from this side in, spray here, and try to kind of cover as much area as you can, break the glue off, and then you just kind of push it this way because the other side is throttle. So you go this way, try to sneak it out. But as soon as you see it's breaking free and it's starting to move, you start using it to pull all the way out. Make sure you put your leg here, because when you are doing it, you're pulling on a thing, pulling on the bike, and you're making it unstable. I do have it on pit bull stand, so it's not leaning, it's upright, but me putting my leg on this to support by the engine or by the fairing, whichever way works, and then pulling it, I did not cause the bike to come this way and tip over. So yeah, those are the first steps. That's done. Next up is going to work on the plates, which are on the both side. I do need a little bit more. I did lose the page here, thanks to the wind. So I'm hoping I'm using my memory and trying to figure out what I need to do. The last page is for the R9, so I think there's one on YouTube somewhere. I did happen to see, but okay, getting right back to it. It's important that I mention the 3 screws which come out of this console. The one on top, which I'm working on right now, one on the left of it, towards a little bit towards the bottom, you'll see that in a second, and a third one is on the right side of it. It's in between that little tiny gap where the clip-on is, the console and the brake lever. It's in between there. You can use the screwdriver to reach in from the top to unscrew it. You might need the light just to see where it is. Fairly the same length. After continuously trying to find out where the third screw is, I gave up and decided to work on the fourth one, which is at the bottom. It's a plate. It's only one. It's important to work on it because that's the one which holds the metal groove to hold the wire in place for the heated grip. I do want to take a second to let you guys know I was proud of it, that I was able to find it all on my own. Thank God for the editing software where I could edit my wife out. Oh, well, nope, not really. There she is, saving the day again. This is what we needed to get out from there.
Bottom left, top left.
So the screw which I'm working on right now, that holds a plate up, and that plate is sitting on a groove on the inner side facing the fork stem. That just kind of holds the wire in place. It is an important thing to have. It's important not to lose it or screw up that groove. The one on the top left, where you're going to see me take off in a second, that's the one which is holding a finger. Which stops the console from rotating. Just gotta make sure that you hold on to it and pay attention where that little stopper goes, because that's something which you need in order for the console not to swing around. Just to point out something here, you see that clip which is coming out, that wiring, that electronic harness which is coming out is something which is being held at a corner with a little plastic mount almost there, where there's a zip tie around it to hold it in place. You can use a cutter or a knife to cut that zip tie instead of trying to fiddle with it or try to save it. because the OEM does provide you with an extra zip tie to replace this one. Saves you a little bit more time. After that's done, you can slide off that console without any issues. Okay, welcome back. So we're in a little bit different place because kind of time got away from me. So these are all done. I use blue Loctite to the Permablue. That's the adhesive I use to put this on. You have to be careful. There shouldn't be any gap between this and the end. So if it is, you just make sure it's not snug, but it's not falling off either. It's very like in line with the ends, with the ends of it. What ends up happening is there's a cord for the heating grip for down here. Okay, so if you look closely, this line coming out is the one which is this line right here is the one which is coming out from down under. Through this there's a little groove, plastic groove. It's not a little one, it's big enough for this wire to run through, and it comes out. There's a small little plug on the other side of it. If you see that here, it's very unnoticeable until you start looking closely. So the bottom plate grooves on top, and it needs the heating wire, or like the heating grip wire, which is running out through the console here, has to be out of the way for the bottom plate clip to hook on, to groove on. And that's where you have to be careful. It's very finicky. Once it's done, then obviously it's gonna get tied down underneath, and then runs through underneath this plate and goes in there, which I'm opening now. The other side was a lot easier because it's a throttle side. This is what I had to open. Once I open this will snug in, and you see how the heating wire is sitting at the bottom. That's how it should be. It comes with a little clip right here, if you guys are looking or notice. That's the clip. That's where it snugs in. So this wire comes down. This should be kind of facing down, so when you're doing this, it's not binding anywhere and it's open. That's all you're doing. Okay, this groove kind of comes with it. The bottom one which you took out, that goes back in, and when it goes back in, just make sure the little groove which hooks into this is facing parallel to the throttle tube. The reason being is because then it will snug right here and it will hold that cable, so the cable's not going anywhere. It's not loose running around. It comes back from down here. It snaps into at the bottom. After getting snagged into the bottom, it comes from underneath, goes into here. Okay, there you go. Let's try to lift this up. It is well, I forgot about these. So 2 4s, 2 4 hex, and 1 5. Sorry, not 1 5, 3 5s. 2 on the sides, 1 at the front here. Okay, so this is the mesh I was talking about. It does go through here. just for the shielding, nothing. Okay, let's start with the first one, which is right underneath the right underneath this. Thanks a lot for joining me today. If you have any questions, any recommendations, you think I screwed up something, please let me know. I did make sure that there's no intrusion with the wire. There's no issues. This is not gonna cause any problems if it's turning or anything. There's a band here as well, which stops it from getting pushed into. This one's clear as well, so you should be good. And that's it for now. I'm gonna close this off. We ran, just gonna do a quick test here. So for the option for the heated grips, that will come in here along with the rest of the settings and stuff. Heated grips off, and then you can turn it back on. I did say I'm going to show you guys the blue thing which I use. So I used the thread locker, which it's a medium stretch. It will still move, but it might take 24-48 hours for it to get locked in and snug without it being moving. So it's pretty good. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day, and we'll see you all later. Bye for now.